What is Magic Ink? Magic Ink is a tool in Active Studio that allows you to erase over pictures, shapes, and text. If you have a shape that you've created on your page, you cannot simply erase it. You can only erase over pens, highlighters, and Magic Ink. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get Magic Ink to allow you to be able to erase and reveal something from behind a shape. To start off with, you need to have something that you want to show. Maybe it simply is an answer, or maybe it is a picture. So I'm going to copy this picture that I found on the internet and paste it onto here. Okay, so you see how I have both a text as well as a picture. I am now going to cover both of these up with a shape. Alright, if I would go to Tools and I would go under Magic Ink, I would not be able to reveal anything. That is because what I want to reveal has to be on the top layer. So if I want to erase over something, I have to have it on the top layer. So I'm going to go to View and Browsers, and then I'm going to click on the Object Browser, which is the third one over. And you can see that I have some Magic Ink right here because I just attempted to use it, but it wouldn't work. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to make sure that my two shapes are on my top layer. I also want to make sure that the images that I don't want to reveal, I want to see, but I don't want to be able to erase them, are at least on the middle layer. They can be on any other layer as long as they're not on the top layer. Then I'm going to go back to Tools and Magic Ink, and if I simply erase, I will reveal what is underneath. Okay, so that is the basic way to use Magic Ink, but you can also go even a step further. Going a step further with Magic Ink would be to create something similar to this page that has revealers. So you'll see I have a kangaroo and I have a koala bear, and if I want to see what kind of animals those are, I can reveal my answer of marsupials. And the same thing with this revealer. If I had just any ordinary shape without anything in the middle, so that's what the X stands for, I would not be able to reveal wouldn't be able to reveal the word marsupial. That's because it's not set on Magic Ink. So we're going to create a new page, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So we're going to do shapes this time, and we're going to be searching for the answer of red. So I have a red square here and a red circle here. And then I'm going to take my text and I'm going to type my answer. Okay. We should probably make that red. So now I have two shapes and I have my answer. But I need to cover my answer up. So in order to cover my answer up, I'm going to just choose another shape and I'm going to make it white, and then it's going to cover it up. And one thing you want to make sure you do is to lock that down, that shape that's covering the answer up, because if you don't lock it down, then when students are moving the revealer, they may move the shape out of the way, and that takes away the magic effect. So I'm going to go over to my menu, and I'm going to go down to locked. And now I cannot move my shape, but I can still move red, so I'm going to want to lock red down as well. And then good practice just to lock everything else down on your page as well. Everything you don't want to be moved. So now I have my two shapes. I have my answer and I have my answer hidden. So I'm going to create a revealer. There's two different types of revealers you can make with just the basic shapes. So we're going to start out with the first one. You can say it has a black thick outside. It did. So if I move these dots, it makes the outline thicker. Or you could make what looks like a magnifying glass with a circle and then a line. Okay, so I have my two revealers. Now right now if I move these revealers, it's not going to reveal anything. And that's because for two reasons. One, it doesn't have magic ink on it yet. And secondly, it is not on what I need to reveal, the circle that I made that's white here, isn't on the top layer. So I'm going to have to do those two things first. So I'm going to go to Tools, and I'm going to go to Magic Ink. And this part's kind of hard because you have to fill this area in exactly. So you can't see what it's doing, so you just kind of have to go in a steady pattern and make sure that you have all the space that has magic ink on it. Once you've done that, then you want to group the two items. So to group them, you click outside both items and drag across and let go. Now you can see I went below my shape here with magic ink, but that's okay. I'm going to click on the two green squares together, and that groups them. And now you can see it's yellow, so they're grouped. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to go Tools, Magic Ink, and I'm going to fill in this area. And then I'm going to group all of them. So now I have my items grouped, but if I go down here, it still won't reveal. And that's because this white circle that I put here is not on the top layer. So I'm going to go to the third one over in my browser, which is my object browser, and I'm going to find that white shape. So you notice if I click on here, it highlights the shape that I've clicked. So I'm going to keep going, and now I have my white circle. I need to move my white circle to the top layer, but not above my magic inks that I've already created. So now that I have that in place, if I move my revealer, I see my answer, and it's a nice self-check. So that's the second way you can use magic ink, the more complex way with revealers.